Hi, I'm Anne, and welcome to Brain Candy, brought to you by the Candy Factory. We're a co-working and social club here in the heart of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Today we have the pleasure of having Rasheed from Extra Hands Virtual Assistants on the show. Rasheed, tell us a little bit about Extra Hands.
Extra Hands Virtual Assistants was established back in 2019, and the short version is we wanted to find a way to offer support to owners, founders, and entrepreneurs who needed to regain time and help grow and scale their business.
Oh, fantastic. We all need that help.
Absolutely.
So you have 3 tips on why you should hire a VA.
Yeah.
So starting off with the first one, you say saves you time. What do you mean by that?
So in theory, right, the one thing that owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, founders, the one thing we never have enough of is time.
It's
and
true.
I think that's a very fair statement across the board. By hiring a VA, what that does though is it gives that owner the ability to refocus their time into driving the business, creating more revenue, and maybe even more touch points for clients or increasing volume.
Oh, it's so important, and that's a great tip. So how about it saves you money?
Yeah, I know it's hard to imagine that spending a little money makes a little money, but the old adage is true. To reinvest in your business and in yourself by spending time on a VA, what that does though is if it's done properly, at the end of your relationship with a VA, you should have been able to free up enough time to make more money. And if you're spending that money on a VA, that really just drives your revenue at the bottom line if you're doing it right.
So important, right? So
Yeah.
saving time, saving money, and productivity.
So those 3 just go hand in hand, right? If
Yeah.
you're saving on time and you're increasing revenue, one of the most recent studies that I've looked at was on Zapier.com, and what I've noticed was 30% of employees pulled for this survey said that they're only spending 4 to 5 hours a day on core work. And that means the other 4 to 5 hours a day are not being spent productively. When you hire a VA, you're hiring somebody for a block of time to just focus on a specific project. So there's no wasted labor, and there's nowhere to go but up if you're spending properly that way.
Yeah, no, those are really great tips. And so the VA experience with Extra Hands, can you give us a little bit of what that's like?
Yeah, so unlike other virtual assistant agencies, one of the things that we pride ourselves in is really strong vetting of our VA background checks. We go through rigorous steps to make sure people are who they say they are. They have the skill set they say that they have. And I do a really deep dive in terms of a discovery call. We call it a VA prep, making sure that you're ready for your VA's first day, making sure that we understand what your deliverables are, what's important to you this quarter, this season, this year, and how to translate that over to a VA in terms of delegation. Most people know they need help.
Yeah.
But then the VA shows up and they have no idea what to do.
Right.
And so we take that step away.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you help support the whole process.
From beginning to end.
And they're not just on their own to try to
Exactly.
figure it out. That's
Yep.
great. So you're also a Candy Factory member. Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Yeah, so glad I found this place. So I'm really close by. So I'm a super local to this place,
great.
right? I'm from D.C., but I've lived in New York, Atlanta, Chicago, a lot of other big cities. And I didn't even know that Lancaster had a co-working space that was this big, and B, this invested in the community, right? And so it was really important for me to get out of the house during the COVID times. When things were completely locked down, it just became so insane. And when I found out that the Candy Factory was here, it was a great getaway. It was a great opportunity for me to come, not just to focus on work, but it was a really great place for me to network. Since being here, my business has grown by at least 20 or 30%.
Oh, that's fantastic to
you
hear.
You guys
It's so
have been
great.
amazing.
Saving you from isolation as well in the
Yeah.
process. We love that. We love that. So where can people find out more about Extra Hands? Where can they find you online? What's your website?
Right now they can find us online at www.extrahandsvas.com. And that's V as in virtual, A as in assistant, S as in services.
Great.
Our new website is launching on March 1st. So I'm not sure when this will air, but you'll see a brand new site, new services, new logo. It's been a lot of work.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for
Really
having me. It's
appreciate
always
it.
a pleasure. Good to see you guys.
You too.